When you go into the grocery store today, you see a variety of milk products with a variety of labels on them. And many of those labels are speaking to different management practices that are used to produce that milk. And as you go from farm to farm, you're going to find a variety of management practices.
The criteria for being an organic dairy farmer is you have to graze your cows during what you'd call the crop growing season. 30% of her dry matter intake has to come from pasture. As an organic producer, I can't use antibiotics on my cows. I have to stay away from genetically modified plants, fertilizer, herbicides, pesticides, commercial chemical products. Annually, I have to fill out 40 pages of paperwork to send to my certification agency. It comes out and does an annual inspection on my farm. There's things I have to do to keep myself organic.
Lad and I, we are traditional dairy farmers. Our parents were traditional dairy farmers and our grandparents were traditional dairy farmers, and that's something that's been in our family for 3 generations.
We produce regular milk here, and we're trying to provide a good environment for the cows, clean, dry, and comfortable to produce high-quality milk.
The main difference between organically produced milk and regular milk is the farming practices that produce the milk. So farmers choose to raise their crops in a different way and perhaps house their cattle in a different way. But when it all comes down to it, the milk is a same high-quality product, and it's completely safe for you to feed to your children.
You can't judge somebody because they farm one way or another, I don't think. It's what works for you. It's what you're comfortable with. When the consumer sees a USDA organic label, she knows that that product, from the time it's produced on the farm to every step of the way till it gets to the store, has been inspected by somebody that's works for a certification agency but is following the guidelines that USDA set.
Regardless of the label that milk contains in the grocery store, all milk includes the same 9 essential nutrients and vitamins. All milk contains naturally occurring hormones. All milk is pasteurized. All milk and dairy farms have to go through the same inspection process and testing process of the product to ensure its safety and quality.
Whatever the source of the milk, a conventional dairy farm or an organic dairy farm, that it's going through the same quality control testings. I think there is sort of a social pressure, you might say, that comes along with buying organic milk. It's perceived by some as being superior.
We're putting a wholesome product in that organic carton that there's a demand for it, consumers want it, whether it's an economic thing or a personal thing, that's their lifestyle choice.
Well, I think you can take any gallon of milk off the shelf and it's going to be a safe quality product. It's your personal preference which way you want to go.
There is absolutely no difference between milk that's coming from an organic farm versus a conventional farm. So they are equal in terms of quality and nutritional composition.